Good morning, adventurers. It's about 9 o'clock. Got up a little bit ago. I don't know if you can see the car back there. I parked here at this spot and slept overnight, and I woke up this morning feeling a lot like I did yesterday. I don't know what's going on, but I don't feel well. I'm shaky, low energy. My sinuses are kind of clogged up. I don't know, maybe I don't have any allergies, but maybe I'm getting some. I don't know. But I'm not feeling great. But I decided to get out here and walk around in the woods for a little bit, just see if that made me feel better. I have a few places to go check out today. A few little hikes and a couple places of interest to check out. Try to make it to those. Let's get started. Okay, adventurers. This is going to be quite the eventful video. I drove to our next location, which was a short hike that I wanted to do. I got out of the car and I heard a loud hissing noise coming from my rear left tire. I immediately jumped back in my car because there was still air in the tire, but it was leaking. So I knew I only had a certain amount of time. I jumped back in my car and I drove. It was only about a 10-minute drive to Jasper. There was a tire place there, but they are closed because it's Sunday and we're in the Bible Belt. So everything's closed on Sunday except for Walmart. So I changed the tire. I got the spare on. I'm gonna head over to Walmart and break my long boycott of Walmart to get some new tires. I have refused to buy anything from Walmart for upwards of like maybe 10 years because it's just a terrible company. But this is an emergency and I need some tires. I can't drive home on a spare, and I can't really go any cool places with a spare either because everything's down a dirt road. So I'm gonna go get my tire fixed or get some new tires. I'll catch up with you after that. All right. About 2 hours later, and $350 less rich, I got 2 new tires on the back of my car. Let's see if we can't finish up this video. Okay, so back here where I popped my tire, I don't see anything, but I want to get out here and start hiking, start doing stuff. So let me get ready and then let's get out there. All right, let's go. So we're at the Cohen Interpretive Trail. It's a very short trail, but I like them because they're educational. Black cherry. Winged elm. Red mulberry. So this is a 1/4 mile loop trail, and that's an experimental forest where they planted trees of all different sorts. See how they coexist. I've never even heard of this tree before. Persimmon? Common persimmon? They have very unique bark pattern. White ash. Shoreleaf pine. Mockernut hickory. Black walnut. Loblolly pine. Tulip poplar. Honey locust. Southern red oak. Black locust. Flowering dogwood. Sycamore. This is a big one. Hackberry. Box elder. Chinkapin oak. Grapevine. Chokevine. Sassafras. Eastern red cedar. Serviceberry. Alright, well that was kind of a cool little hike. And you know, I'm feeling much better than I was this morning. I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm glad I feel much better. Let's go on to our next spot. Alright folks, I think our next one was a flop. It's Lily Falls, but I got here, it's marked on Google Maps as Lily Falls parking lot. I'll have the pin in the description, but there's not really anything here. There's no trail leading from the parking lot or anything. I looked at the USGS survey and the topographic map, and it shows there's like a drop off this direction and there's a rise up this direction. So it could be either one, but either way, I'm here at the creek and it's just a trickle. There's barely any water flowing here. So, and with all the stuff that's been happening today, I don't really have a lot of time, so I'm gonna just go ahead and skip this one. We're gonna go to the next one, which is a bit more of a hike and more of a sure thing. Okay, folks, we're here at Round Mountain Scenic Area. Now, I knew there was a short hike here, but I thought there was other overlooks here around. But we're gonna do this short hike. There is a loop that goes around, I think it said 3.5 miles. But since we don't have a lot of time, instead of doing the whole loop, I'm just gonna do an out and back to a couple of points of interest. Okay, we're at our next location here. Very unique. Right here behind me is a crash site, a B-25 that crashed on February 6, 1948. All 5 in the plane perished in the crash, and the wreckage is still here for everyone to see. Let's look around and see what we can find. Alright, so I looked around for like 15 minutes and you can't really find anything other than what's gathered together in these little piles that I found in a couple places. But yeah, you don't find much. It's just random pieces of chunks of metal and stuff. I mean, that metal pole there is probably the heaviest piece I've seen. Otherwise there's like pieces to like a muffler or something. There's not much left. It looks like it was a pretty violent crash. These metal pieces are like ripped apart. Crazy. Well, before I go, I also like to mention Round Mountain Trail here is extremely rugged. I would classify it as difficult. It has a lot of steep places, lots of rocks and boulders and stuff, and it's not especially well maintained. So there's a lot of overgrowth and a lot of trees down. Alright folks, here at our next spot. It is about a 1.25 mile hike out and back, so 1.25 mile in, 1.25 mile out. I'm already started. We're going to be hiking along this creek and following it all the way up to something special. Here we are in a natural arch. Oh my goodness, I'm out of breath. But that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. A waterfall through a natural arch. Insane. That's not even the end. I need to catch my breath. I'm trying to hurry because we're losing daylight here. But this last thing is also going to be pretty spectacular. I'm excited. This is a pretty popular place. There's a lot of people here. And there's a lot of steep climbing and stuff. But yeah, almost there. Ladies and gentlemen, Eden Falls. So I found a trail that comes up a little further, up the mountain. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. There's a cave that Eden Falls comes out of, and you can go in and check it out. This is insane. Cool little natural arch right here. Now I'm probably not going to go very far back because it is extremely slippery in here. Everything's wet. But there it is. I don't even know if you can see this on the camera, but the cave goes back maybe 40 feet, and then there's a little hole where all the water is coming out of. Pretty awesome. And then there's the edge where the falls starts. And you know what? I didn't bring my flashlight. It's still in my other backpack. Dang it. So I guess you can't really see much, but I'll take a couple still shots. They seem to do a little better with the dark. Alright, like I say, I always save the best for last, huh? I'm gonna go back down by the falls and hang out there for a little bit. These beautiful cliffs over here look like cliffs of gold. And I don't know if you can see the moon up there, right at the edge of the cliff. Beautiful day. The sun is just about setting, so we're getting that golden color coming out on the cliff. It's just gorgeous. So this has been quite a video. Saw a forest fire, at least I thought I did. Got a flat tire. Was sick most of the time. Not feeling great. This natural cave and this waterfall really redeemed the day. This is awesome. I also threw in some footage of the drive down Highway 7 from Ponca to Jasper, and then I think it's Highway 74 from Jasper to Ponca. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Highway 7 from Harrison to Jasper, and then from Jasper to Ponca is Highway 74. And there's great views all along the way. Lots of cool turns and stuff like that. So I threw it in there, you know, for those of you who like good drives. It's a pretty good drive. It goes through all of the Buffalo National River. There's lots of stuff to see out here, but you're gonna need all-wheel drive. It would be nice to have high clearance, but I don't have high clearance, and that was fine. I did scrape the bottom of my car once, but it wasn't anything big. Yeah, it was fun exploring out here. A lot of cool sights. I'm surprised there's not more waterfalls like this. Being in the mountains and so many streams around, but it's beautiful out here. And that's why I came back, because last year I had such a great time. Decided to get out here and see this all again. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Please like and comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm going to see you next Monday right here on Happy Trail Backpacking.